Hi, my name is Jeremy Smith. I'm the owner of Body Elite Personalized Training. Thanks for clicking on this video and checking me out. Today's video segment, I'm going to call it Motivational Mondays. It's going to be a reoccurring video or segment every Monday morning where I'm going to do my cardio in the rough and raw here first thing early in the morning, on a Monday morning. Actually, it's 5:30 in the morning. You may be asking yourself, why would anyone want to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and do cardio? And long story short, reason why, I want more out of life. And I see the value, the importance of starting your day out with doing cardio. Can help you be able to awaken quicker, faster for the day. Some people prefer to do, a couple gallons of coffee in order to make it happen. Not that I'm against the coffee, but I like to do the cardio, and the reason why it's very important for me to do cardio first thing in the morning, sometimes my clients that I work with in their home are very early morning workouts like today, and I'm going into their home and they may be a little bit on the tired side, and in their home they don't have all the fancy turbocharged, energized atmosphere like a gym, and the gym has the music jamming and so forth. So sometimes it could be going into an environment where it's a little bit compromised for the energy, and I want to make sure that I'm not feeling really out of it and tired myself because I'm training a client at 6:30 in the morning. So that's my way of, like in the previous videos, learning to use pain and pleasure instead of them using you. And I figured a way out in my mind that the instant gratification of doing cardio first thing in the morning is helpful for me to really awaken myself, so that way when I go to my clients I'm full of energy, turbocharged, and when they're tired and their environment's challenging, I can create that little extra boost to their workout. Otherwise, if I don't do the cardio, I might be going in a little bit tired myself, and it's my number one priority to be able to give my best, give my all when I'm working with my clients, as well as you watching these videos. So just know that my goal each and every video here, I'm going to continue to improve upon it and get better and better with giving you the information and knowledge that can be helpful for you in your fitness journey. So this little segment, I'm calling it Motivational Mondays. Check it out. It'll be available every Monday morning, somewhere probably around 10 o'clock or so. Takes a little time to download them, but what I'll be doing is about a 5 to 10 minute clip where I'm doing my own cardio, rough and raw, hair messed up sometimes, and I'm going to set forth the plan as an example for you, with the goal setting, and also I'm going to give you some goal achievement tips here to be able to help you accomplish these goals that you set for your fitness journey for that week. And each week I'll give you some tips and also some examples of my particular goals I'm working on for the week, and watch and come back to the video periodically throughout the week, and then I will make little notes and update the video to share with you my progress on these goals. So my tips for the goal setting and goal achievement, I'm going to look at my notes here, a little cheating again. My tips, in the 12-week Get Up and Go fitness experience, you will have this available for you, and it's going to be under the Driven Life Peak Performance Coaching Center, and it's going to be a extraordinary mindset development kit, enrichment kit, to teach you how to develop an extraordinary mindset. So the things that I outlined for you for your workouts and your nutrition, you will have greater likeliness of doing those things by developing the emotional muscles to making things happen. So that way you don't become potential prey and be a victim of someone else's game plan, whether it might be instant gratification for junk food or whatever, drinking and partying and whatnot, versus learning how to use pain and pleasure to be able to break free and go forward in achieving your fitness goals for that week. So my tips on the goal setting. First thing you want to make sure, obviously you need to have goals in mind. So write out a goal statement. Write out why is this goal or these goals important. And then what it is or what is needed to accomplish these goals. If you need to seek out an expert, to help you, like a personal trainer, show you the science of how to, have a program to be supportive for your transformation for your fitness goals. Or if you are, taking on some sort of a goal or challenge and you need to get certain amounts of inventory, equipment, things like that. Again, go out there and find those people that, the experts in that field, and make that happen. So when it comes to the goal setting, if I could throw some tips out there for you, you want to make sure that you create a compelling future. All right, so it's very important to identify the goals and what do you want and why do you want this, and be as clear and as specific as possible. The more description that you're able to add to it and throw in an injection of emotion with it too, the more that you're able to have a better description of what it is that you want to achieve, you're more likely going to be drawn to it and go forward to the achievement of making it happen. So I have a lot of times, people will say, hey, I just want to lose some weight. And, what does that mean? It's vague. After your couple gallons of coffee, maybe in the past, kicks in, weight loss is going to be achieved real quickly. Is that goal done? No. So if you're looking to lose 12 or 16 pounds of fat in a 12-week period, and you want to, go from maybe you're doing 10 push-ups to maybe 25 push-ups. Maybe in 12 weeks you have a particular, vacation that you have in mind, where you may be climbing some pretty intense hills, in a park setting, and you did this a year or two earlier, and you felt like you're almost going to die or pass out, and you want to be conditioned for it. Write those things down. The more that you add on being specific and detail, your mind will start to go there and see that as actually being real, and you will then follow through with a greater likeliness of achieving it. So, purpose, why do you want it? It's not just only about, losing 12 or 14 pounds. That's the data that we can measure. Focus. If we're not growing, we're dying. It's that simple. Knowledge, you can grow with knowledge. You can grow with improving your body, grow with improving relationships. Growth is the key. All right, so that's my goal. So we have measurable. A is for achievable. We want to make sure they're realistic, achievable goals. R, relevant, or again realistic. in that time period and what it is that you want to achieve. I would never be able to get myself in great shape to be able to be the next LeBron James. That's not realistic. But there are other things I can do that maybe can get whatever kind of successes I want from that in my arena. Being a teacher to my clients, being a good uncle and brother and friend to my friends out there. So there's other ways to accomplish those wonderful things. You don't have to be the next LeBron James or Stallone or Schwarzenegger or whatever. But anyway, so relevant, T, time bound. A lot of people I talk to when we're setting goals, they don't like to set a time. And there's a lot of reasons why. And you look on the flip side of it. If they don't set the time, they're not getting the goals achieved. So that means setting a time puts push, gumption, motivation to making things happen. Now remember, the focus, you may have a list of a certain amount of items to achieve during a 12-week period, and then breaking it down to a week period, a monthly, and then a weekly time period, and then a daily time period. And you may not be able to achieve all those things. If you're achieving 60 or 65%, remember the goal is growth. So you accomplish 60 or 65% of the goals, you have went forward in life. You've made progress. And then you set new goals for the next 12 weeks. That's the key. Got to grow. So that's why setting up a time stamp, a time-bound plan will get you to start working to achieving. So that's it on the goal setting tips on that. Be as clear as possible. Clarity. Own it. Live there. Use visualization aids. That's another one too. Visualize yourself 12 weeks later that you lost 16 pounds of pure fat. Maybe buy yourself a suit or a dress that you would be able to fit in 16 pounds later, and have that dress or outfit, suit, hanging on your closet door, seeing it every morning, knowing that each and every day you're working daily to work towards that big goal 12 weeks later, fitting in it. If you're able to, put on that outfit at the beginning of this goal, this 12-week time period, go for it. And, maybe take some pictures and see how it's, restrictive in certain areas that you don't like, or if you just can't get in that dress again or that suit. And then visualize yourself 12 weeks later, after you've done all the things, the daily routines and rituals to making it happen, how that suit will feel, that dress will feel when you're putting it on and wearing it, and it's not choking you in areas of your body that you feel like you're going to pass out because it's too restrictive. Visualize that. And take a step further. Knowing that you've achieved this and you have friends and family and they're making comments. Wow, you look totally different. You look great. Nothing wrong, by the way, of having healthy vanity of make yourself look better with your body and working on your mind. Many people out there have no problems buying purses, buying shoes, buying cars, boats, whatever, to make themselves feel better. So when it comes to your body, it's not selfish in any way. Take care of yourself. Learn to love yourself. Love yourself here and here. Love yourself. You deserve it. Everything that you experience in life, wherever you go, whomever you're with, There are two common denominators that are always going to be there. Here, your mind and your body. By getting those in your peak state, whatever life throws at you, good, you'll be able to take and enjoy it to a higher level. Not so good, you'll be able to have the strength to endure it and then grow. And then you'll have a reference when life is good again that'll be great because you were able to survive and work through it. So keep those things in mind. My goals for this week that I'm setting up will be that I started calling last week on taking my first story that the Akron Beacon Journal had written about me, a personal development story. It was called Driven, the American Success Story in the Making, where I purposely became a homeless person for 3.5 years and went on a major soul-searching journey to finding my purpose, righting my wrongs, and making all kinds of notes as a personal trainer and life coach in the making to find a way to use my experiences to be able to help other people out there that were stuck like I was. And I want to take that story national. And story 2, when that newspaper article came out, story 2 started that very day. My first story, I would say to summarize it, I was running from pain. A history of lots of pain in my life. Lots of hurt. People hurt me. So I was running from people. Isolated myself for 3.5 years living in that car to try to avoid pain. And realized I was just suffering in small dosages every day. And when the story came out, that was me starting to learn my most valuable lesson from that story was the power of sharing. I started to connect with people, realizing that you're going to connect with people and people might hurt you here and there, but again, if you don't connect with them, you're going to hurt every day. And sometimes experience pain when you have a certain story, a certain belief here, you don't have all the facts. You may not realize that you're experiencing pain when it's unnecessary. It's not real. So I've learned a lot. And that story too starts up that day when, if I were to take and summarize what story 2 is about, story 2 is about forgiving. Story 2 is about taking what I learned from the first story, and I was challenged. Story 2 challenged me, especially that particular day when the article came out. I had some people that were close to me that hurt me very badly. It was one of the worst days of my life at that time. And I thought beyond myself. Instead of wanting to run and revert to my survival instincts to protect myself and stay away from people, thinking because of what these people did that day that maybe all people are bad, I chose not to think that way. And regardless of how the people acted at that time, badly, I chose to look beyond the bad, and I saw beauty, and I saw myself in them, that they were on their journey and they were lost. It's not up to me, by the way. I learned this later down the road. I can't rescue people. I can put out things through these various tools and my experiences to help people. They have to want to help themselves. So that pain of that day down the road, I realized there was a lot of beauty actually that came from that, because I was able to again look through the bad and see the good, and it taught me to be the person I am today, where I I love myself. And I'll always be conscious of helping people, working with people, and creating an environment for myself and the people I work with where it's a healthful environment where everyone's bringing their best game to the table and avoiding toxicity. And if those people that aren't on the board at that time because they are somewhere still in their journey, that's fine. And I'll do it in a cool way and let them know, you want to be in my life, this is what we expect in this club, and we'll give a lot more back. So, good lessons, challenged, and I persevered, kept going forward. And today, I love the way things are going. And now it's a matter of continuing my efforts, as a business that's been suffering very badly, actually, for the last few years. And I take personal responsibility, by the way. It wasn't because the economy's not good. It wasn't because people were more into doing other programs in this area. It wasn't because I'm getting too old or whatever. It's because I didn't do what was necessary. I was still living in a fear vehicle and involved in a toxic environment that kept me in a place where, in my opinion, is the worst place to be in life. You have two options, two roads to go down. You have option one, where you're going forward and you're achieving, succeeding, growing. Option two, you're going forward, maybe it's the wrong road, and you're failing. The wrong plan. The worst place to be is option 1.5, in the middle of those two. Limbo, I called it. And I decided last July to no longer be in limbo and burn the boat so I could take that island. And I started building my A-team of makeover specialists for myself to be able to bring my best self to Body Elite, to love myself fully, and be as best of a teacher I can to you out there that may be in a similar situation like I was, and help give you my knowledge to achieving that extraordinary life that you desire and you definitely deserve, and finding and discovering who you really are meant to be in life. And that's my mission here, my journey. So anyway, I know I went beyond, look at my notes, I went beyond my 5 minutes here. My goals I want to accomplish this week real quick. Contact a referral of someone who works with Wounded Warrior Project. And actually, I was able to accomplish that last night, so that's off the list already. So that was good. Contact radio shows, take my story out nationally. This month, May, is National Mental Health Awareness Month. And with my background, my unique story, and reconnecting with my family after a 10-year estrangement, to learn the source of a lot of my pain at that time, which actually I realize now is training for something better in life. But found out that my mother is suffering from paranoid schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. I think it's called schizoaffective disorder, and has been a street person. And I was able to find her after I moved back into an apartment after the article came out, in a homeless shelter. Then that was my struggle for 3.5 years. Financially, just the numbers alone, wasn't able to go in there and do what I need to do with her. But I realized I still had to work on myself here and here. And now I'm at a place where I'm ready to help her, if she's ready. I don't know. Last time I had contact with her was last June through a letter. And she said she might be getting kicked out of her place because her program is running out. And I haven't had contact with her again, so I'm not sure. She may be, well, time will tell. So anyway, that's my goal, is take this story out there, use the story, drum up some interest for people that want more out of life, and look into my programs, and hopefully be something that can help them out and can help me out in taking what's a lot of visions in here and fantasy that I'd like to be able to take into the real world and create opportunities to help a lot of people do what I have done on a one-on-one basis with a lot of my in-home clients. So that's where I'm at. Contact radio shows, contact NAMI, Bring Change to Mind, Akron Beacon Journal, and Weeder Publications this week, and develop a creation video for YouTube. Those are my goals this week. So I think that's it. And I think my cardio is almost done too. So anyway, thank you for allowing me to share. I'm Jeremy Smith with Body Elite Personalized Training. Check us out at bodyeliteonline.com, and also check out our promos for our webinar and our 12-week online WMU program, and also an Indiegogo campaign that we have available too. All right, thanks a lot. Take care, and I wish you the best of luck on your fitness journey.